Hello there, welcome to Johnny Builds. I am your host, of course, Johnny, and here we are with, well, bags number 7 so far. We have done 1, 2, 3, and 4, which was, of course, this, which is our arena or throne room, whatever you want to call it. That is bags 1 through 4. 5 and 6 we did last week, and we ended up with this little interesting contraption. Hi, you are. Good to see you. Glad to have you on. Hi, whoever just joined. Thank you for tuning in. So this is part of the puppetry that was talked about whenever they were first coming out with Bowser. So this is going to be used in order to rotate his head, but at the same time that his head is able to rotate back and forth, his mouth needs to be able to open with this thing. So in order to make it work while it's on either side, you know, whether you have the head rotated left or right or straight, this still needs to work as well. So it's quite the interesting contraption. It's nowhere near done yet, obviously, but it's kind of interesting to see the internals and how they came up with this idea. I don't have any doubt that they will use these kind of techniques later on with other things, but for now, they have just done it with Bowser. He's the first one to kind of have some of these elements done in this sort of way, so it'll be interesting to see what they come up with next. So, also, real quick before we get started for tonight, first Bowser video, which is the unboxing, and then the first, you know, building the arena thing here. 138 views. I don't know what happened. It exploded out of nowhere. I wasn't even looking at it. Didn't even look at my channel since Friday, and I had no idea where all this came from. So I appreciate that from everyone. 49 subscribers. That is insane too. At 50, I'm going to do something special. I don't even know what it is because I didn't think I would be at 50 already. So I got to start thinking what I'm going to do. Yeah, so we are going to get started here with bag number 7. So let me get my timer up. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. So the box is a little bit lighter now that I've taken some of the bags out, but of course, still many more to go. That is bag 8. That is 9. Let's see what we got here. There's 7. So, first week doing Bowser. First week, we got 4 bags done. That was the entire arena, was 4 bags. Last week, we did 2, simply because the Technic pieces, you got to make sure that the things are in the right spot and stuff like that. So we only got 2 bags done. And the first week, we had 4 bags done, plus the unboxing. You know, I took a little bit of time to do that. I didn't time it, but we still had it. So, so very, very interesting how this has gone. But most of Bowser is going to be, you know, arms and things. They'll be articulated and stuff, but they're just a lot of Lego pieces put together, you know. So yeah, it'll. I think it'll go faster with a lot of the other ones once the internals are finished. We'll find out, obviously, but yeah, I don't think there's any more internals. A little bit, because I see a couple Technic pieces here, some joint pieces it looks like, but yeah. Oh, hello Pixie. Come to say hello, huh? Good to see you too. You checking out Bowser? He's not much to look at right now. So, all right. Where's my position? I have something here. Oh, yeah. So a little piece I use as my bookmark. Normally I use the sticker. Oh, and Pixie knocks it over. Pixie, what are you doing, huh? Normally I use the, here, I'll move that out of the way a little bit so that you can get past. Go on. Normally I use like the sticker thingies, but like there are no stickers for Bowser, which is different and kind of a welcome change. So I just ripped a piece off of the thing that the instruction book stays in. So no idea what this is going to be. This looks really, 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 really interesting. So Pixie, you going to give me a hand? You're just like looking like, eh. And she's saying no, don't think so. Alright, you are. So you are here. So I have to ask the question. Always have to ask the question. What did you have for dinner? Better not have been ice cream. Alright, this, we got a little bit of a slant on this part, and then the rest is... ooh, alright, so we got a... Bye, Pixie. Now this is interesting. This is automatically a 2 1x1. I don't know why they need to do that. So it's basically 2 of these stacked up, but you don't usually see one piece that is 2 of them. That's kind of unusual. Specific reason why they did it, what that is, I don't know, but there's always a reason. Couple more little slant pieces, 2x1 flat flat. And then I need a slanty piece. There it is. You had... Wait, nope, meaning nope, you didn't have ice cream? Oh, you had a tuna crepini? The heck is a crepini? I don't think I've ever heard that word before. That is a weird word. Alright, so, oh, we got some clickies going on. So, we're going to take this, a crepini. I have never heard of a crepini before. Sorry. And so this goes on top, and this is going to click. See? Snapped. Interesting. Oh, it does rotate. It's just very stiff. That's cool. Alright, so that's good. Now we're going to have these 2 things on either side. They snap in, and those are tough to move. Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, so it's a combination of the 2. Okay, so I guess I have heard of it, but I did not know that was what it was actually named. So we got 1, and then I need 3 more of these. These slide in very interesting. They're not like normally do. And then we got to put one of these on all of them. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So all together, and then that goes here. So it looks like we got an arm joint, maybe? 0 carbs, man. Well, that sounds tasty then. Alright, so this is an arm joint, it looks like. It's probably going to go like here or something like that. Again, I have not looked ahead on any of this stuff. I tend to not to, except for some builds. But, yeah. Now I like what they're doing here too. So for whatever joint this is, it's surrounded by pieces. It's not just like left out in the open, which is kind of neat. I like that. I mean, I like Legos in general, so we know that. Ooh, so we are putting this on. So this is going to go on this side. Make sure I put this in the right spot. It goes here. Yep, because those line up. All right, so now this cannot slide out this way, and this cannot move up. So, all right. Now we're probably gonna do the other side. Yep, how about that? So I'm not gonna focus on this side as much in explanation, simply because I already did one, just opposite. So we'll talk about something else. Oh, so I'm gearing up a bit for the Pittsburgh Brickfest, which I'm extremely excited about because things have kind of just gone my way, so to speak, and I'm going to be doing some interesting stuff for that. Both the Brickfest and the what's it called? And the Pittsburgh Trolley Museum. So Pittsburgh Trolley Museum, they do a display for every season, and winter's coming up. And one of the things I'm going to be doing for the Lego Brickfest in less than 2 weeks is I am going to be partnering with another guy that has I don't know how big it is, but he has an Echo Base, like the shield generator from Echo Base from Empire Strikes Back. And like he told me he has all this stuff, and he's like, oh, we can, because I was just saying, hey, I got these UCS sets, I'd like to bring some of them and just show them off. And so, which is kind of different than what they do, what the Lego users groups do a lot of times, because what they end up doing is showing original creations, which is plenty good. I mean, I wish I could, but I don't have enough Legos to do that. I have Lego sets. I don't have enough like independent Legos. Okay, this one we are having tilted a bit. Okay, we'll snap it that way. Probably because one arm is up, one arm is down. So, but so normally they do custom builds and things like that. So they've got a lot of, because we're in Pittsburgh, they have a lot of builds of Pittsburgh and stuff like that. I don't have any of those. I have the UCS sets, which they don't have. So I said, hey, can I bring my UCS sets? And they said, sure. I said, the big thing I have is the Lego AT-AT, and that I just finished not too long ago. And one of the other guys said, hey, I have a bunch of things for Hoth, including an Echo Base that he created, he built. So I was like, well, that's fantastic. So we're starting to put together, just come up, talking about, what all is going to be parts of it and things like that. And then, while we were discussing and talking about stuff, one of the other guys, one of the moderators that's been there a long time, said, hey, we've got this, and I didn't know about this yet, said, hey, we've got this trolley museum thing coming up that they'll be decorating for a couple weeks after the Brickfest. He said it's winter theme, makes sense. And, all right, we got to put this on the other side. Ooh. I'll make sure it lines up. Okay, there we go. So we got our armature things here. Anyway, he said, this is, we're doing a winter theme, and we would like to. Oh, we gotta do some. Move these out of the way. We gotta do some stuff here. Combine it all together here. He said they wanted to do. With a winter theme, he said, why don't, since you're working on doing a Hoth theme already, and one of the guys is bringing his his AT-AT. It's not as big as mine, but he's bringing one that's decorated with what he called Sithmas lights. So not Christmas lights, Sithmas lights. And I said, oh, okay. So we're gonna have some different sized ones, which is fine. Yeah, that'll be neat. And we said, yeah, and the guy said, well, why don't you guys do a Hoth winter theme for the trolley? And we're like, oh, that would be different, sure. And so that's what we're planning. So I'm gonna get to display it for about a month at the Trolley Museum, which will be really cool. Not just me, obviously, the other guy too with his stuff. So I think it'll be neat. Some other people have like piggybacked on it a little bit and said, hey, you know, we've got some stuff. Could we bring ours? And yeah, absolutely. The more the merrier. So it's kind of exciting because I just joined the group. And I joined it because I knew Brickfest was coming. And I was like, oh, maybe I can do something. And lo and behold, I'm doing like 3 things now. So, yeah, and the big thing will be building the Millennium Falcon. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be so fun. Okay, that's it for there. We're going to fill in some of these things here. So we're building more of the body now to finish covering over all this stuff. So yeah. All right, headlight. Except it's not a headlight because that one doesn't have an indent. Some more. So we're also building out the smooth parts for around the legs. Obviously these are the legs. This is going to be, but we're building out the smooth parts here, the angled parts and things to kind of go around it so it doesn't look, again, like there's just empty space around where you have the joints. I like how they do that because it makes it look, not that Bowser looks realistic, but it makes him look more real, so to speak. It's kind of cool. I didn't realize Bowser needed vents, but apparently he does. Vents. Okay. 2 of these. These are the upside down ones. Alright, we're getting down to the wire with this. So we're doing the side pieces here. It looks like we're going to do this side first. Okay. So. And goofy thing here. All these angled pieces and stuff that allow things to go on top of them and stuff like that, all over the place, and just kind of neat how it all comes together. Okay, what are we looking at here? 15 minutes so far, and I'm almost done with this bag, but not quite. So we might get 3 done this week. We'll find out. All right, so another slanty piece. Hey there, whoever's joined. Thank you. So this right here. Oh, nope. Don't want to get too far over. So there are. Okay, so make sure I have. Okay, so this goes over top of here. Okay, so the white one has to stay open. There we go. Okay. Make sure we did that right. And oh, we got another smooth piece that's just gonna go right here. Cover over that stuff. And we're gonna put on those go there. All right, so some kind of flare is gonna go here. It goes around the leg, I guess. Can't really see it on here. So, all right, so we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. That, right? Oh, other side. They do it a little bit different being on the opposite side than putting it together the first time. So, there. Okay. And long flat one. Flip him around just beside the white. Ah! Just beside the white headlight piece. There we go. Now we're going to do this thing again. Again, we're going to have some kind of flaring going on that's underneath. And this piece goes right here. Makes it nice and smooth there for the arms. And now we're going to fill in some of this, some of the back. This is where we start getting the weight, because these are all solid pieces. So, yeah. That's cool how those just meet up right there. Right, up and just random green piece. And 2x3, 2x1, and so these are gonna go on. Okay, that and these two, and let's go up here. Alright, on to bag number 8. There we go. So, he's a little bit more filled in now. You still see this part, but so because these are on top, it doesn't slide as quickly. You have to kind of give it a little bit more effort. So, that's good. That makes sense. That's what should happen with a proper puppet or model. It shouldn't just freely go wherever it wants. Alright, bag number 8. It is nice being one bag at a time. They're not super large. Alright, we're going to move him out of the way because it looks like we're going to do some construction here. More Technic construction, which, that's the part, that's the stuff that takes longer to do, and there's a lot of Technic pieces in this, it looks like. So, yeah, we might only get through 2 bags tonight because we're already at 20 minutes, and yeah, so these are lots of weird pieces, so yeah, this will be interesting. And go move my camera just a little bit. There we go. Lots of shafts here, so be careful you don't get shafted. Oh yeah. So this is going to be complicated. You still seeing data going through? It flashed, and it says excellent connection now. So hopefully that didn't mess up. I shifted my camera just a little bit, and then it seemed like it blanked out for a little bit. Okay, so put that down for a second. Gonna make a little tiny apparatus. This is I've seen these pieces before, it's weird. Everything's good? Okay. Thank you, moderator. sliding this on. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. It should, the connection itself should be good for the camera, so I don't know why it did that. All right, so let's do this. That's 5 of them all going together. That's a lot of structure. So that moves a tiny bit. So let's see what we come up with. All right, so we're gonna make these. We're gonna make some arms. But these could go all the way through, but they're not supposed to. Maybe we'll do that later. Maybe there's something that'll come up against it. No, it definitely blinked here. I saw it. We can blame it on your internet if you want, but you know. Okay. So, all right, so that's there. So now we get this. This is more of the stuff to help with the puppetry, obviously. All right, so we do this upside down. This goes through here in the middle, and then these go, oh man, these go through. They're supposed to be together? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, so I gotta get this right. Okay, got that one. So these are going through a couple different layers in order to connect up. Alright, there we go. That's kind of goofy looking. Looks like a little crane. Alright, so now we've done that. And now we're putting in 4 more supports. Or 4 more shafty things. So there's 3 on each side. This thing is not going to be moving once it's together. Okay, so now we're putting it on either side, upside down. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Ah, see, I was right. So now we get to push these through. So it's sitting here. This has to be angled, and then these get pushed in. This is, it always amazes me when they do this kind of stuff. Okay, so now those are pushed in, they've been pushed down, and now this is kind of a weird angle. But makes sense for them. Ooh, now we're going to do a green one. I have not seen a green one of these in quite a while. This goes all the way through. And then put it in here. So we got 4 coming together. 2 on the gray part, 2 on the green. Okay, so now oh man, we're flipping him over. And okay, so the green matches the green here. And we're gonna put him on here like this. Yes. Alright. Making sure it's all together on there. So this is gonna do something with, I'm guessing this is going to do something with the chest. So yeah. So, and then they show you here. They show you kind of a cross section, you know, from right underneath, to make sure that you have it lined up the way it should be. And it looks like we're good. And it's not the right size. Sometimes they do it the right size, but not always. All right. So now we're still working on the bottom. All right. So we're gonna leave him flipped over, so he's on his back. He probably doesn't like that, but you know, what are you gonna do? Alright, so okay, so we're gonna do 2 of these. Just trying to figure out how they did this. Okay, so we got 2 of these that go underneath here. Okay. I hear Pixie sleeping underneath the table on a box, and like she's making noise, and it's funny because I hear. Okay, those are lined up. And now, because we're facing this way, we're going to do this little thing, whatever it is. So that, just some smooth pieces, probably to help flesh out Bowser just a little bit. That goes on this side. Oop, there we go. I was like, why doesn't that line up? Because I didn't have it in the right spot. And then, very simple one goes on the opposite side. There we go. And now we flip him over. Not quite over, we're flipping him around, so to speak. So we're going to be doing the same thing here that we did on the opposite side. So. Pieces, parts. Lots of 1x2s here for this. Make sure it's all pressed in there, all nice and flat. I love how flush it is with the different pieces. It's very smooth because you have pieces that are going sideways and then pieces that are going flat up, forwards and backwards, kind of. So it's really neat how it all lines up. Don't want to lose any of those. Looks like we're going to be doing all of this bag underneath. Okay, so we're still on this side because we flipped it around. And we'll do 2 of these. These are interesting looking. It's a weird looking piece. Ooh, so what are these? These are underneath. I can kind of see the bottom of the shell there. So these are underneath here. They're kind of like in between the joints. So, and they kind of mold with the shell. That's the bottom of the shell. So that's neat. On the other side. Here. Alright. Still having it this way, and we're doing the left side. We're doing the thing on the left side first. So we're going to prop him up here. There we go. So we're doing a thing down over here, which is more Technic stuff. This is all going to be Technic. Lots of these little mini shafty things. And one of these little rabbit ears. I'm gonna watch TV, I guess. And then it goes here. It's probably gonna be parts for the shell and things that are here, and that's what they link on. Oh, we do 2 of these. Okay, so they're opposite. So one here and one diagonally opposite. So we'll do the exact same thing again. And then next step is going to be doing the exact same thing, opposite. Something like that. Right, I know what I'm talking about, right? Right. And rabbit ears again. And then we go up here with them. If it wants to go. There we go. Now, opposite, we do these ones. Exact same thing, just switched around. Okay. And opposite again. We're at 32 minutes, and we're not... we might be halfway done with this stuff. I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's still a lot of shafts to go. And bunny ears. And that goes up here. Oh, and now we put, alright, we put these red in these. We don't put them down all the way. We're just putting them in so that they're ready to go with whatever we insert into the rabbit ears. Which makes sense. Two more, or one more. Okay, so these just hang out. Nothing to put in them yet. Alright, we're gonna do two of the, wow, look at all the, oh, you guys can't see. Look at all the, put so much stuff so that it's all, basically it's so he can, so everything can be supported properly. So we're gonna do two of these. So I'm gonna do one at a time. It'll just be easier. Just as easy. I'm disappointed. No Dan tonight. Or Oliver. It's so sad. I wanted to say hi to Oliver again. So, one. Gosh, there's a lot of these. And then this part goes here. Now that's that moves, so that's okay. And that goes all the way on, so we can put another. Oh, we gotta put a little thing in between. Oh, this is interesting looking. Okay, where these are going. Alright, so goofy piece with this going all the way through. All the way through. Red goes partially and stops so that we can put this red. Doesn't matter which one. I like doing it the right way. Okay. That pushes through, and then this goes. Really? Goes sideways? Okay. Alright, so. Huh. That's interesting because that means this stuff is kind of hanging over, but on here, it goes on. That one faces that way? That one faces that way too. Okay, well, they say 2 times, so exactly the same. Alright, so this is a lot of pieces going together. There we go. Click. And click. Alright, so we'll do that one first. Or make the exact same thing. The exact same way too, which is unusual. Normally when they do something like this, and it's going on either side here, they do one slightly opposite, but there's only one little part of it that is different, so to speak, that would need to be opposite, but apparently it doesn't actually need to be. So we'll find out. We will. Oh, duh. Wrong way. Alright, and this is the thing that should be opposite, but is not, which, again, I find kind of weird. But they must not need it. So, red goes in between. This red comes down. Doesn't matter which one, they're both actually the same, but so we are at almost 38 minutes. So this guy goes here. Again, same way this little armature goes, and then so we'll probably only get to do 2 again this week because of all the Technic stuff. Alright, so now we fold down. So, oh, I see, okay. So there are 4 spikes here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So these pieces, this piece goes in one and then loops around and goes in the other one. So kind of interesting. So we put that in. I don't know how, I mean, does it, oh, it did work. Okay. There we go. So it's cradling it, I guess. Kind of interesting. Yeah, it is different. First one went on okay, perfectly fine. This one's just being a pain. Come on. Because it has to be... How'd I get that one in there and this one doesn't want to go? There we go. I was just trying too hard, I guess. I had it pushed down a little too far. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know. Alright. Alright. Some more closure, it looks like. Enclosure. Yeah. They use these 1x2 90-degree things a lot in this, it seems. Okay, and then hi again. How you doing, Pix? Okay, so this goes all the way up against. Oh, look at that, how it lines up. Okay. What do you think, Pixie? Alright, so now what are we doing? Oh, putting on flat pieces. So to join it all up. So we're putting on this and this. That's interesting. Oh, look, he has a butt. Well, I'm not going to say what that is on here. But, yeah. Ooh, so we are making part of the shell. That's what some of these pieces are. That's what we're doing here. We're going to make the shell, and it's going to be curved and everything, like you can see in the... Might be able to see in the image there. So, one shaft. These have to be straight so they line up properly. Okay, so this, a smooth, and a stud. This will be cool. I was wondering how this was going to get put together. Okay, so these need to be on the middle. And they have to be facing the right way. Wait. I think this is the right way. Well, we'll find out, won't we? If it doesn't line up, That's not the right way. So these are the things that are going to go in between the rabbit ears. And they're nice and smooth. They line up. Oh, yeah. This is kind of therapeutic doing this. So yeah, these are going to go in between. Well, not there. Wait a minute. It would have to go like that in order to fit in. It must not be fitting in there. Guess we'll find out. Oh, I see. They hinge it. Okay. That's creative. All right, so 2 of these and a flat. And then the same thing. These have to be in the middle. As Pixie falls asleep. Right. Two of those. Smooth. Now we put these on the inside, and these are the things that are going to be latched down. So this will go here, and then we push down. Look at that. Fit right in. So that's part of the shell. See? That looks like shell to me. Nice and... That's neat. We'll probably put the other... Oh, nope, we're only doing this part. So the part that'll join in here will be something else at some other point. That looks cool. I like that. I think we're only going to get to do these two bags. There's just been a lot of extra stuff with doing the Technic and things like that. So yeah, we won't have time to do another bag, but that's okay. This has been fun. It's been neat seeing how this goes together. I was really curious how they were going to do the bottom of the shell like this. It's really cool. Don't want to put that in the wrong one. It would not look right. Okay. So these go on the inside. Okay, and so the other shell part goes in there, and that goes in, that goes in. There we go, 2 ends of the shell, or 2 sides of the shell, I guess. And then these, oh, those, those flip out. Those, I wonder if that's for the chest, for Bowser's chest here? I don't know. But it says they're supposed to be spread out. Now we flip it over. It's funny because it looks like a little hovercraft now. It's like, Alright, and we put the, so this is how we do the, oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to put it this way because it has to be up. So that's the flicky. Where does that go? Oh, let's go on here. More smooth stuff to feather things out. flip it around. Do this and this. The flare. And then done. 47 minutes and 7 seconds for these 2 bags. So we're getting to the point where we got more stuff going on. So this is kind of neat. So the articulation to move his head is right here, and then right beside it is going to be the thing to open his mouth. So that's cool. So it's all contained right beside where your fingers would be. So you can actually have both sets of fingers here doing both things. You know? That's kind of cool. There we go. And it rotates back and forth. That is really cool. I really like how this is coming together. The shell parts, I can see how they come together. Those look neat. I'm glad I got this, because this is definitely looking like a... Oh, we're going to do more shell next. Probably back end here. That is looking really cool. I really like that. And there's way more shell to do that's up here and around his head too and stuff. So, man, this is really cool. I am horribly glad that I got this, because I think it's really neat. Yeah, so this is Bowser so far. We got 2 parts, and yeah. So thanks very much for watching, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I appreciate all the views of the first video. In fact, the second video has 50 some odd views. So again, really appreciate that. It's really cool. So next week we got bags 9 through whatever we can get done. I mean, because we've been doing so much Technic stuff intermixed, it makes it a little bit tough to like, you know, go to town on these things. But yeah, we got our articulation working. I know it's hard to see the ball thing, but it moves. But it only needs to move a little bit to open the mouth, because where this pushes against, the mouth is going to be like here and stick out. So just a little angle is going to make it, you know, go pretty far. So yeah, it's looking cool. Yep, have a good night. Thanks everyone. Like, share, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. And until next time, keep on building.